Hello and welcome to our course on the Mexican Revolution. My name is Brandon Morgan and I am the professor for this course. I'm looking forward to getting to know each of you as we study the Mexican Revolution over the next month. I do realize that this is an intensive course and that there's a lot of work for us to do, and so I would invite you to please ask me questions whenever you have them. Reach out if you need any help with anything. I'm always happy to help whenever I can and however I can. For this little course tour, I wanted to just show you around the class in Canvas so that you'll know where to find things. This is the landing page for the class. You can click this link here that will take you to my faculty page at Central New Mexico Community College. That's where I have my day job. I'm very fortunate to be able to teach a few classes here at Western as well. And so I'm very excited to be working on the Mexican Revolution with you this summer. Please click here to read more information about me. It's my introduction to you. I'll also post a video on the introduction discussion board as well. But along with some introductory information about me, this link also contains information about my response time to you, what you can expect from me. It contains some netiquette guidelines, and it contains information about my late policy. You can click this to check announcements. Please do check the announcements when you log into our course. You should also get a notification through Canvas to let you know there's a new announcement to look at. But I do use them, I don't want to say frequently, but I use them often to communicate with you all. So again, please be aware of that. Scrolling down to the bottom, here's my contact info at a glance. You can text me using the number that I've provided there. You can contact me via email, via Twitter, any way that works best for you. Please take advantage of it. You can also take advantage of my virtual office hours, which are on Monday mornings. From 9 to 11, use this link. It opens, it's called Blackboard Collaborate, but it's something like Skype or those kinds of services so that we can have video kinds of chats with each other. We can share screens and that sort of thing. If you're not able to do that on Monday mornings and you would like to have that kind of a conversation, just let me know and we can schedule a different time. All right, so along with my little introduction to our course and the Mexican Revolution here, I have included this photograph from a group of Americans who were watching the Battle of Ciudad Juarez from the top of the, I think it was the Paso del Norte, Paso del Norte Hotel in El Paso. When you click on the image here, it will open up the current module that we're working on. So of course, right now, this is going to module 1. I have to change this manually, so just recognize that if it's not yet updated, I will do it as soon as I can. Sometimes I forget, and I apologize for that, but I'll do my best to really stay on top of that. If you need to get to a module other than module 1, so say for example, it's July 7th, Sunday morning, and I have not yet switched this over, you can just click modules. And then you can choose the appropriate module from the list that's here. So again, you can just go straight to module 2 that way. And the point here, and one of the reasons I wanted to do a course tour, is just to let you know that there are multiple ways of navigating through our course. There are multiple ways of getting access to the things that you need to be successful. Each of the modules, like this one, contains an intro to the historical topics that we will be working on during that period of time in the class. As you scroll down, you'll also see the general objectives for the module. You'll see the assigned readings for that section, or for that module, I should say. The videos are there as a supplement to help you better understand the readings, get new perspectives on those. If you're not able to view them all, that's okay. They're just, again, meant as a supplement. Scrolling down then, as you continue to work through each module, you'll be just taken one by one to all of the different assignments you need to complete for that particular module. So for module 2, we'll have reading tweets. You can find more information about that. I'll show you where in just a second. You'll have a discussion to complete on the discussion board. This link will take you to the guidelines for our course discussions, the instructions for that. And then this link will take you to the Module 2 discussion itself. Then each module has a self-assessment and looking ahead section. That's basically just another way for you to check off that you've done everything that you needed to do for that module. And then you can click Next to navigate to the next one. Please note that modules 2, 4, and 6, the even-numbered ones, they span a Sunday to a Wednesday, so we'll have 2 modules each week. The odd-numbered ones go Thursday, Friday, Saturday each week, so that will be modules 3, 5, and 7. And rather than having, I'm just going to scroll down quickly here, so rather than having reading tweets and a discussion, the odd-numbered ones have reading tweets and a blog post. Again, there's the guidelines for that blog post that you will have to complete as kind of a way of wrapping up and writing about your main ideas from that week of work. And I've given you a prompt for each of those posts. All right, so that's how you navigate through the modules. As I've kind of pointed out, there are links to some of the assignment guidelines as well as to the submission drop boxes for certain assignments embedded in the modules. You can also get to those things by going to assignments. So if, for example, for the tweets, I should point out there's nothing to submit here in Canvas. So you'll notice there's no button up here that says submission or assignment submission, where there usually would be one. Instead, you can find the assignment guidelines here, and you can also just see this is where I will be providing you with feedback for your work on our reading tweets. Going back to the assignment section, so I clicked the breadcrumbs rather than the assignments tab here in the menu. Again, you can just scroll down, find what you need here in terms of submission drop boxes if you don't want to go through each of the modules to get there. Similarly, if you want to complete one of the discussion assignments, but you don't want to have to work back through module 2, 4, or 6 to find the link to that discussion, you can just get to it here by clicking on the discussion tab and then selecting the appropriate discussion. And then you can go in and type your work. Please also note I have this Does Anyone Know discussion forum and a research troubleshooting discussion forum. Those are there for you to ask questions. If you have something that you are needing some help with regarding the course, but it's not something you necessarily need to ask me about specifically, you can use Does Anyone Know to see if anyone else will be able to chime in and provide you some help with your question. Similarly, with the research troubleshooting, this is for the final project. If you're struggling with research or you have questions about the process or what you're doing, if you're not quite sure about the distinction between primary and secondary sources, this is where you should ask those kinds of questions, and we can talk about all those things there. Click on the syllabus link here as the kind of central area to find all of the course documents. You'll notice that I have created all of our course documents in Google Drive using Google Docs. So if you're connected to the internet, you'll be able to just click on those and open them right up. I also have included a PDF version of the syllabus that you can download and print. Here are links to all of the instructions for the various assignment types that we'll be completing. So you can get those quickly here. You can also, I'm going to click into a new tab where the syllabus is already open. Scrolling down, you can find that information in the syllabus as well. So here, where I have the kind of statements about each of the assignment types, if you click on these links, they will take you to the specific instructions for each of those assignment types. Going back to Canvas, let's see, so I've showed you modules, syllabus, discussions, assignments. Grades is fairly straightforward. People will allow you to connect to others in the course. And then chat, I'm happy to use this chat with you anytime that I'm on. No one's ever done that with me before here in Canvas, though. I try to be as available as I can via email, via text message, and Twitter. So again, I will use that if I happen to be on and you want to chat me up. Please go ahead and do that. All right, going back home, this takes us to the landing page. Please work through the course, investigate everything that's here. let me know if you find anything that seems to be a typo or that has old dates. I think that I've updated everything, but as hard as I try, it always seems to be the case that something slips through the cracks. So don't hesitate to ask me about those things. Don't hesitate to ask questions about the assignments or things that we'll be working on during the course of this quick 4-week term. I'm always happy to help whenever I can, and I look forward to learning from your insights on the Mexican Revolution over the next month.